January 31st, 2017, and this is Where's the Foul podcast. I am your host, Ryan, and joining me today is my two co-hosts, my two permanent co-hosts for the rest of my life, the rest of eternity, Matt and Joe.
What's going on, boys?
What's happening, Ride or Dies?
Oh, we're having a gosh damn fantastic day. And guys, I gotta say, I'm excited for this podcast strictly because I have dubbed it the best podcast we have ever had up until this date. Sans the Stingray Steve interview because that was the greatest day of my life. But anyway, we're going to be trying out some new segments today. As always, we're always looking for something new. But there's one thing that we never stray from, and that's always starting off the podcast with the blast off. So, Matt, you have volunteered to go first. Let's hear what you got to say.
All right, first blast off, Ryan, is you. Watching The Bachelor. That is retarded. That show sucks. And I'm sorry to say it's not Carla's decision for you to watch it. You want to watch it, and you are so into it, and that's a blast.
No. First off, The Bachelor is perfectly fine for you to watch because it's one guy and a whole bunch of chicks. The Bachelorette is totally different. But you can watch The Bachelor as a guy, all right? You know how much drama is on that show? I hate drama, and I love a show. I love all these chicks falling in love with this guy that they just met. They get so sad all the time. I love watching people cry and be sad and just act stupid. That's the best part of the show. That's why I love to watch it.
I got to defend Ryan on it. I'm a livid watcher, and dude, it's good. It's this guy that's thinking with his dick, and he's got a house full of girls, and they're crying every rose ceremony, just flipping shit.
Hey, if you want to watch people cry and be sad, why don't you turn on the Trump inauguration?
Listen, Joe, little sidebar with you right now. This season of The Bachelor, it's Nick. He's already been rejected twice when he proposed to girls. And I've been noticing a trend with this season. He's been eliminating a lot of like the better-looking girls earlier on and keeping a lot of more of the uggos. I think it's because he's nervous to propose to another hot chick and setting his odds a lot better by proposing to maybe one of the uglier girls and actually getting yes this time instead of, aiming high and getting shot down. He's aiming low.
Yeah, he's got to set the bar low. And, hey, if he jumps over the bar and it gets high, that's just an advantage. So you got to set your goals low. And if you do better, hey, you did better.
Yeah, exactly. He's given himself a better success rate, I guess, because he's been turned down so much. Matt, you got to catch up on The Bachelor.
All right, that just turned into a 5-minute Bachelor rant, which I was so bored listening to.
You got to tune in. Everyone watches it.
All right, second blast. We're getting away from The Bachelor. I'm sick of it already.
Now let's go back.
All right, the Pro Bowl. Now, what is up with the Pro Bowl? Why is it in Orlando? Wasn't the whole thing about the Pro Bowl is you get to go to Hawaii with your family and spend a week in Hawaii and then play a meaningless football game? They're like I don't know. It was low scoring. No one wants to watch that. People not trying and low scoring. Nobody wants to watch it. I didn't watch it. I don't know how many people watched it. More people probably watched the Barstool Rundown last night than watched the Pro Bowl at primetime Sunday night. I think you get rid of the Pro Bowl. I think you still have the skills competitions on like a Saturday, but you don't need the game. You don't need the game. It's pointless.
So I agree with you. And the whole new rules of no kickoff and then starting on the 20, I don't like at all. And I really hope they don't bring that to the league. Also, Jimmy Graham's crying about getting hit. Dude, you play football. Like, get over it.
Yeah, I didn't watch a single second of any of the All-Star Weekend. I had no desire to watch any of it. It's a complete trash game. They moved it to Orlando because people were tired of taking a 10-hour flight to Hawaii that no one wanted to go to anyway. I don't know. It's terrible. It's a terrible product.
The skills competition is pretty cool with the kicking in the basketball hoops and the precision throwing. That's pretty cool.
You watched that? You watched that?
The highlights were sick.
Oh, the highlights. You watched like 10-second Vine clips of Odell Beckham Jr. dancing with all the cheerleaders or something like that.
I didn't
or
watch
some
that.
throwing in a basketball net. That was so dumb. That was so dumb.
You're dumb.
The whole thing was so stupid. And the only thing I was kind of excited for was they said they were going to have a dodgeball competition. I saw no highlights of that, so obviously that was a total failure.
Oh, I didn't see that either.
Yeah, so it probably sucked.
It's probably dumb.
The idea was there, but no bueno.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Joe, did you tune in at all?
I watched a little bit just because I wanted to see my
God.
boys. I watched Dak and Zeke on their first drives, but Dak was throwing dimes in that the passing skill training, and him and Jason Garrett went up against each other. But that was just all highlights. But for the most part, no defense. Just a terrible product, like you said.
Get away with
And
it.
the lowest scoring Pro Bowl, I guess, ever, maybe. I don't know. But it was like 40 points total, which is pathetic.
Hey, just another excuse to throw dough on it, right?
Yeah. So, Joe, I mean, the Pro Bowl is awful. We'll end it on that note. Who you blasting off on?
Yeah, so I think we can all come together and blast off on that Pro Bowl, but I'm going to go off on the NBA vets nowadays. They're not like they used to be. Now your vets are LeBron, Dwayne, Carmelo, and they're not acting like vets. They're acting like little baby back bitches.
Yeah.
Where like
they're
Rondo,
all pampered nowadays.
oh yeah, the banana boat crew. But you got Rondo Instagramming saying my vets did this, my vets did that. They didn't put things on social media, and he's putting it on social media. The vets aren't classy. It's just a classless act nowadays, and the vets just suck, man. The league's going down.
Is this where you wanted to blast off on Rondo? I know you were talking about that earlier.
We can, man. He
I would
pisses
go
off.
for it. I mean, if you got beef with Rondo, none of our podcast listeners know, Joe's a Mavs fan, Dallas guy. So
Yeah, and it's hard, man. Like when I heard we got Rondo, I was hyped because his play in Boston was unreal, throwing absolute dimes. Like his passing was unreal. So when I heard we got him, I bought a jersey right away.
yeah,
Worst decision I ever made.
here's the thing: Rondo throwing these dimes in Boston. Matt, are you recording, by the way?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Sorry about that. Rondo throwing these dimes in Boston. First off, he had 3 Hall of Famers around him and a great team around him. Was basically T.J. McConnell, but worse in Boston. All he had to do was pass the ball and play defense. I guess he's a better defender than T.J. McConnell. I'm overreacting. But I always hated Rajon Rondo in Boston because he was so overrated. He got so much praise for playing with these 3 Hall of Famers, and he wasn't even the starting point guard for their first championship, right? Didn't they have like Gary Payton or something like that? It was some
vet that people knew.
Yeah, it was some vet. It might have been Gary Payton, someone like that. I don't know. I think Sam Cassell was on that team though. I don't freaking remember. I was too young. I wasn't paying attention back
I think
then.
it was, dude. I think you're
Yeah,
right.
it might have been. But he got so much praise for so long, and then when the vets left, they were always like, "Oh, Rondo's got to leave. Rondo's trash." He was lucky to get that ring. Did they win 1 or 2 rings? I don't even remember.
One.
Was it just one? They were dominant for a while, and I just always hated the overhype of Rondo. I always thought he looked like a girl. He always looked like he was wearing mascara. It just bothered me. And he became such a star and such a drama queen. Where did he go to Dallas right from Boston?
So he went to Boston to Dallas to Sacramento, and now he's on Chicago, and he's pissed off everyone along the way.
Yeah, he's a terrible locker room guy. He's a terrible offensive player. I mean, he's a good passer. Whatever. He led the league in assists last year, which is a joke, and no one wanted to sign him. So that shows you how much of a cancer he is. In the Bulls, he can't even, he's buried on the bench behind Marco Carter Williams, who got traded for a Tony Snell, who looks like a bug.
I think the team should implement like a social media timeout. If you post something that's like detrimental to the team, you should be put in timeout. Right?
Or get your account deleted.
Don't you even find them? What do you sit in a corner?
Put them in timeout. Take away social media for a little bit.
Yeah, how are you gonna do that? I think that's against at least one law. Freedom of the press.
What? What are you,
Free
PETA?
speech?
Are you PETA? Because Rondo
What
definitely
is
looks like
this,
a
an
frog.
animal? Do you even know what laws you're fighting
No,
right now?
he looks like a turtle.
He does look like a turtle.
Actually, that's true. So
what
I
are you
actually rescind my
You from
insult.
PETA?
Touche.
Yeah.
You from PETA?
Tony Snell's the bug, and he's the turtle. No wonder they got traded for each other.
Animal lives matter. All right, Ryan, what do you got for your blast off?
Yeah, I know. It's not exactly a blast off. It's a blast rant. The hot topic today was LeBron and Charles Barkley. They got some kind of beef. Charles Barkley kept calling out LeBron for being soft and not wanting competition because LeBron's complaining that they need a playmaker, and he's going out and making these public posts about it and calling out his owner. Dude, you do realize you play with 2 other All-Stars in Kevin Love and Kyrie Irving. You You've demanded that J.R. Smith gets paid, demanded that Tristan Thompson gets paid, demanded that Iman Shumpert gets paid. You wanted all these guys, and you got them. You just won the championship last year, and you're complaining about your team because you're losing a couple games. I think it's because he's tired of trying so hard that he's like, all right, guys, I need you to carry me. I'm tired of doing it. Listen, dude, you know you're going to the playoffs. Why are you complaining right now? Is a backup point guard really going to make the difference between you winning it all and losing the finals? You're not. I mean, I think he's crying because he's like, oh, look, Golden State went out and got Kevin Durant. Look, Kevin Durant with the Golden State because he's a little bitch and he can't win a championship on his own. He messed up the whole power scale of the NBA, screwed up this whole season because everyone knows Golden State's winning, and now LeBron's bitching because he knows he can't beat Golden State, and so he's just trying to blame whoever he can, and blaming that you don't have a backup point guard is a joke, an absolute joke.
I think there needs to be a rule set where you can't have super teams. Make the league good again. You know, like you can only have 2 all-stars. So say you have all-stars on your team, you're only allowed 2 per team. And then let the other guys ball out and try to make all-stars, and then you deal with your super teams then.
I mean, there's kind of a rule in place where you can pay the players you've drafted more money to keep them around, and you can always re-sign your own players. So it comes down to drafting well. And if you're drafting well, like the Golden State Warriors did, they shouldn't be able to sign Kevin Durant because they have Klay Thompson, Steph Curry, Draymond. That was right there. They shouldn't have the salary cap to sign him, but they did, and it's going to get screwed up soon. They have window. They're going to lose one of those guys eventually to the salary cap. But the second half of my point I wanted to go on was LeBron's take to Charles Barkley. His response. Did you see the response that LeBron had to Charles about calling him out about not wanting to compete?
I saw that.
It was like the hot topic of the day.
Yeah, I saw that on
there?
Instagram. Yeah, you keep cutting in and out, but yeah, I saw the response.
Yeah, sorry. Hold on, Joe. I'm gonna fucking edit real quick. You guys are there again?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, it froze up real quick. But so yeah, I asked you guys, did you see what pretty much LeBron said?
Yeah. So I saw it on Instagram, and what LeBron said it's just such a bitch answer. You know, it was just like, oh well, stop talking to me. It's like respect the vets, man. They came before you. Respect who became big before you did.
Dude, he called out him for showing up late to the All-Star game because he was out partying and owing gambling debts and all this stuff. It's like, sorry, LeBron, you can't go and have fun because you have a family. Charles Barkley's out partying back in the NBA when you were allowed to do that, and it wasn't social media. You know, people taking pictures everywhere. So LeBron pretty much called out Charles Barkley for partying back when he was still in the NBA.
Sorry for partying. Sorry.
Yeah,
exactly. I mean, Charles Barkley never really had much of a team around him. I mean, when he was with the Rockets, he had a bunch of old vets, but I mean, he never had really a super team that LeBron has, and LeBron's out here complaining because he only has 2 All-Stars and 3 other guys that they gave max contracts to because
LeBron's a diva.
Yeah, I know.
It comes down to that.
And it's exactly what it's like when you go play pickup basketball. There's 20 guys, and you have your team, and you win a game, and you're feeling good, and then you beat the team when they keep their 3 best players and they pick up the 3 best players from the other guys. LeBron's that guy. He's gonna sit on the sidelines till he perfects the perfect team, and then he's always gonna win. That's not fun. That's not competition. Charles Barkley is exactly right. He doesn't want to compete. It's too hard. He's thinking it's too hard right now for him to win a championship, so he needs more help. He pretty much wants Carmelo Anthony to come over for Iman Shumpert, J.R. Smith, and Ken Frieder, their backup point guard. He's like, listen, if Steph can have KD, I should be able to have Melo for nothing. I'm not giving away my good players. Give me Melo.
That's a disaster waiting to happen.
Oh,
and it's like, here, Knicks, take back the players you already traded. Take back Shumpert and take back J.R. Smith.
I was just throwing out random names. That those guys aren't actually tied to the actual
Carmelo
trade.
is such a cancer, and that is a disaster waiting to happen. I actually want it to happen because I want the Cavs to implode. That would be so funny.
They did offer Kevin
Love
straight up for Carmelo, and the Cavs were like, nah.
Carmelo for Love.
The Knicks offered, yeah.
Right.
the Cavs turned it down.
That's a horrible
Listen,
trade.
if Melo does not want to go to the Cleveland, he hates winning, so he does not want to go there at all. He just likes losing in New York. But I'm a big anti-Carmelo guy. But I think that's all I got to say to blast off LeBron. Dude, you're so wrong. Charles Barkley's so right. You do not care about competing because you complain. Go out there, play your ass off, get to the playoffs, and beat Steph and KD however you can. Stop
you did it once.
whining. All right, stop it. I'm not gonna stop. All right, guys. Our next segment is brought to you by Bing. If you do not know what Bing is, Google it. All right, so let's get into. We got an interview. Actually, me and Matt did yesterday with Bill Belichick. We were down in Houston for NFL's big game bowl, big game between the Patriots and the Falcons. I'm not saying the S word because apparently you're not supposed to say it.
Yeah, you can get in trouble for that.
The S bowl. So we're gonna play real quick our interview, me and Matt's interview with Bill Belichick, brought to you by Bing. Matt.
Hey, Bill, I got a question for you. Who or what is your secret weapon for the big game on Sunday?
Well, we got a lot of weapons on our team. You know, we got Julian, we got Tom, and Tom can go off any day. And we just got to fill those balls up with air, and he likes tossing the balls. But we really like where we're sitting.
Do you have a low? One more question. Do you have a low key secret weapon? Maybe wardrobe.
Whoa.
I usually don't talk about this, but I'm gonna wear the hoodie. You know, the winning hoodie that I won the other 3 Super Bowls in. And if momentum isn't going our way towards halftime, should have cut the sleeves off because we know the winning spirit behind the sleeves.
All right, Batman. Sorry, Bill. Bill, who is your favorite player this year on your team besides Tom Brady? Since everyone knows you guys, he's your quarterback. Who's really surprised you this year and stepped out as kind of your star while Tom Brady, was out and helped you guys win this whole, get to the Super Bowl? So some guys got to step up when some other guys are out. So who stood up for you this year that really surprised you?
That's a good question. I think it's Martellus Bennett. We really like Rob Gronkowski and what he does, but next question.
Did you know that Martellus Bennett is the first black tight end you guys have ever signed to your team?
Next question.
How many Super Bowls do you plan on winning in your career? How many is enough for you? Will you ever stop?
Well, we got Tom, and as long as we got Tom for another 10 years, I think that we're not going to stop him. We're just going to keep winning. I'm going to keep cutting my sleeves off, and we're going to just get to work.
Thanks, Bill.
Bill, I got one more question here.
Oh, one more.
Do you plan on bringing back Aaron Hernandez when he's released from prison?
We haven't suspended him yet. The league's looking into it.
All right, thank you, Bill.
Thank you, Bill. And that was our interview with Bill Belichick down in Houston, Orlando, Florida, where the Super B is being played, actually. All right, guys, where are we at now? What do you guys want to talk about? What segments we got here?
You want to do your new one?
Which one? I got like 3 new ones here.
So you want to do Celebrity Deadpool?
Oh, yeah. Let's do that.
Ooh.
All right, so guys, this is a proposition I got for you. It's called a Celebrity Deadpool. I don't know if you guys ever heard about it because I explained it earlier to you guys off camera. But now I'm going to give a little explanation to our audience. So a Celebrity Deadpool is you're going to choose 3 celebrities. And there are certain things you can't choose anyone over 65. They can't have cancer, and they can't be like dying already. Like they can't be like publicly known to be like dying soon.
No potential death.
Yeah, potential death. Whichever one of our celebrities dies first, and this is something that's gonna bond us all because this could go on for years, and this is going to be a long bet, and we could all hate each other, 5 years from now when this celebrity dies, whenever they do die. The winner is going to be taken out by the other two losers, and to their choice of a sporting event, and then the other two have to completely pay for their drinks, the ticket, all that stuff. If they that's kind of actually it. But so let's go with you, Matt. Who are your 3 celebrities in your celebrity Deadpool?
All right, number 1, Charlie Sheen.
It's a good one.
He's gonna go on a bender and he's probably gonna overdose.
Charlie Sheen. How old is he?
I don't know, like 50.
50-something.
All right, I'll give you Charlie Sheen.
He's definitely not.
I feel like he's already dead, so that's kind of hard. Kind of a cheap one, Matt.
All right, next one, Magic Johnson.
He's got AIDS.
Dude, you can't. I had Magic Johnson.
Well, that's too bad. Number 3, Lamar Odom.
That's good. The dude's in the hospital every.
He already died. You can't pick him. You can't pick Lamar Odom. He already died.
He's still alive.
Still kicking.
Yeah.
No, dude, he died and came back to life. You can't pick someone who's already been dead.
Yeah, but you come back stronger. You always come back stronger.
You break a bone, it becomes stronger.
Yep. Rob Gronkowski is going to come back stronger. Danny Woodhead coming back stronger.
No, that's not related.
Ben Simmons coming back stronger.
Lamar Odom already died.
Yeah, he's coming back stronger than ever.
You're not giving me Lamar Odom?
Yeah, I can tell you got another one in the shotgun barrel, so let's give it to me real quick.
Pablo Sandoval.
I'll take that. I like that. I like that.
Heart attack on the mound.
At a zoo.
Yeah. So you got Charlie Sheen, Magic Johnson, who you stole from me, and Pablo Sandoval.
Yep.
All right, Joe, who you got?
All right. So mine are pretty sports oriented too. I got Jim Irsay. Now the history he has, the dude snorts more coke than freaking who's the bad guy. He's insane. He's already had scares. So as the coach, but I'm going with Irsay, number 1.
Solid pick.
I feel confident in that one. Then I got Andy Reid.
Ooh, Andy Reid.
Diabetes.
That's going to be my dark horse. He's bigger than a blueberry.
I don't know if that's a dark horse.
He looks like the girl in Charlie in the Chocolate Factory when she eats the blueberry. It becomes this big. They have to roll him out. So he's going to get diabetes, maybe lose a hand, and then, just bleed out.
Yeah, okay. I like where you're going with this.
And then my third one, yes, he's young, but he lives the rock style lifestyle. Johnny Manziel.
Ooh, I like that one.
I was going to pick that, but I knew one of you two were going to pick it. I'd be
sad, but I like it.
Even though I have him as the comeback kid of the year.
Yeah, how does that work out? If he's on your comeback list and your watch list to die soon.
He's my double-edged sword. So if he comes back, I'm good on that one. And if he dies, I'm Gucci.
Yeah, it's one or the other.
I mean, solid.
Insurance.
That's a foolproof system right there.
Hey, I got to have my insurance.
So for my celebrity deaths, I got Miley Cyrus. I feel like we need a young pop star death soon. She's nuts. She's like crying all the time about immigrants and Hillary Clinton. Like, she might kill herself. I don't know. She might OD. She's always doing drugs on stage, so I think it's a good chance she dies. She's like my number 1 seed too.
I would be so sad.
Or AIDS.
I'd be down for it. Number 2 is Chip Kelly. I don't think he's going to get a football job anywhere else, and he's probably never going to leave his couch and die. I mean, he might just morph into his couch, and people aren't going to realize that he's been dead for probably a couple months. So I might have to backtrack this death because, I mean, what did he get kicked out of Jacksonville? Tom Coughlin kicked him out of the building. I mean, unless he gets a college job soon, he's just going to die.
Yeah, I think he's just going to die on his couch from not moving, from playing Madden all day, because that's how he coaches football.
He does not play Madden
football game.
He doesn't play Madden. Too slow.
Sorry.
That's way too slow.
College football.
He plays
Have you ever
NCAA
played Madden online? Dude, a game of Madden online takes longer to play than an actual Chip Kelly NFL game.
That's how he coaches.
There's no chance he plays Madden.
Chip Kelly's the kind of guy that does the whole year, the dynasty, and doesn't play it. He's the coach, and he doesn't play as the players.
Yeah, sim guy. Yeah, I like that. There's no way he actually plays a game of Madden. You're nuts, man, if you think that's true. Number 3, I had Magic Johnson, but I'm gonna give you Aaron Hernandez. He might die in jail.
Dude.
He's gonna be in jail. He's either gonna kill himself or he's gonna die in jail pretty soon. I feel like he's got a lot of enemies.
Or fucked to death in jail.
I mean, that falls under the guidelines of dying in jail. He's probably gonna die in jail soon. Well, not soon, but I mean, he's got a good window.
All right, that's a really good pick. You might win that one.
Yeah, I know. I like it a lot. That's why I gave it to you. So let's introduce our kind of new segment. We used to call them Would You Rathers, but we tried to be a lot more badass. And now we're calling them Under Your Head Situation. Always a great discussion. Who wants to go first?
I'll go first. So, if you had a gun to your head.
First again. Oh. You guys there?
Yep.
Yo, reintroduce that segment.
Yeah, you cut it out.
All right, introducing our other new segment, which is not really a new segment, but we're rebranding it. It used to be Would You Rather. Now we're calling it Gun to Your Head because it's kind of a lot more badass. And pretty much we're going to give you gun to your head situations, and you got to answer it, or else we shoot you. One of us, you die. So, guys, who wants to go first?
I'll go first. So
right,
if you had a gun to your head, and your options are drink a shake just full of dip spit, like a dip spit shake, all chopped up, or have the gunman with the gun to your head give you a golden shower. And he's been drinking Rockstar Energy and eating asparagus every day.
Right.
I think this is a pretty easy one.
I'm going to dip.
I'm going golden shower. Whoa.
Speaking of experience, I have drank so many dip cups in my life, and I'm just so used to it. So I'm just gonna go with that. That's a blast. That's actually a blast to all my dip friends. Jeez, throw your spitters away. Jeez.
Dude, how can you drink that? That is disgusting.
Oh, it's not like I did it on purpose.
Spit a bunch of tobacco. Dude, it looks disgusting. No, but you're choosing. Listen, if you want to piss on me, whatever. Just piss all over me. And I can get a shower. I got to puke that shit up. I'm going to feel it in my stomach for hours, maybe even days. You know, this piss, whatever. The piss will come off, all right? I'm taking the piss. I'll take the piss over a lot of stuff.
Is he pissing in your mouth?
No.
It's a shit on your face.
Yeah.
It's probably going to
get
your
face wet in the shower, right?
It's probably
going to get my eyes. It's like taking a stinky shower.
Literally. So I'd probably go with the golden shower too. I've had too many dip shakes, if you want to call them that. And just thinking about someone else's saliva, like, the consistency of that, like, give me piss all day. Piss guy.
Yeah, exactly. Big piss guy. So Matt, you look pretty fired up. What do you? If you had a gun to your head, let's hear the situation.
All right, if I had a gun to my head and I had these choices, would I rather be ugly and rich or attractive and poor? What would you do?
Ugly and rich or attractive and poor? Well, see, it's hard for me because I'm attractive and rich. Matt, you're ugly and poor.
Well, I would say ugly and rich because being rich makes you attractive.
How rich? How rich though?
Oh, you're rich.
No, like how? Well, no. Give me like a number. Like, am I making 150 a year, or do I have like 10 million in the bank?
Like, dude, big house.
You got like 200
loaded.
$200 million?
Yeah, you're rich. Like, you don't have to worry about shit.
That's easy. It's ugly and rich.
Yeah, you just get plastic surgery.
No, Joe. I was just about to say, Matt, you got to make sure you get the
That's not an option.
You can't. Yeah, you can't get plastic surgery.
Still, give me ugly and rich. I'd rather be happy with the money, and you can always bring people in.
How poor and attractive though?
Make money, friends.
Well, if you were attractive and poor.
How poor though? You have am I in poverty?
No,
or am I like making $30,000 a year living in assisted housing?
Yeah, you're living in HUD housing. Like, you're paycheck to paycheck.
Okay. Yeah, I'm going ugly and rich. Easy. That's an easy one.
I think that was easy. All three of us doing that. All right. Whatever.
All right. Gun to your head. So you're standing next to your buddy. He's got a gun to your head, and he takes a shit on the floor.
Some
And
buddy.
he blows a load on the floor, and he says, "Rub your hand in one of those." Which one are you rubbing your hand in? No, you're rubbing your face in it.
Face.
Are you rubbing your face in his load or his shit?
Matt, what do you got?
I'm gonna go with the shit, because I feel like if I was rubbing my face in someone's load, like I like wash it off. I wouldn't be sure if I got it all. And what if it goes up my nose?
You gotta wash your nose.
What if the shit goes up your nose?
It won't. Is it all right? Is it diarrhea shit or is this a solid?
No, it's just like it's a solid deuce.
Heavy turd.
I'm going shit all day. All
Joe?
day.
It's tough. It's pretty gay if you rub your face in a load.
Yeah.
I think just out of like pure being man, I would have to go shit face.
Yeah, really, brown noser.
Yeah.
You see, this is a really gross question. This is a scenario that one of us might end up in one day.
Oh yeah.
All I gotta do is get a gun.
Oh yeah.
I got the scenario, but I think I gotta go load because this dude, sticking my nose in shit. It's like sticking your nose in real stinky dirt, but it's someone's shit, and you can feel all the food in there. It's getting in your eyes. You might get infected. Like if it's a load, like it's like rubbing lotion on, like rubbing my face on a fellow lotion.
This is the most outrageous thing I've ever heard.
Just exfoliating.
Ever.
How is that outrageous? It's true.
That is
What?
fucking disgusting.
What?
Like
You're
you're describing someone's load as lotion. Like you're
That's what I was
rubbing it in your face. Oh,
No,
you're
it
rubbing.
doesn't-
Is it a moisturizer? That's what you're explaining it as.
That's what I would assume. It's like rubbing your face in like a pot, like someone just squirts some lotion on the floor and just rub your face around.
And you're okay with
wash
that.
it off. I
Not
do that every
gay.
day. Well, not the load. I put face wash
Load.
on to wash it off. That's
Load.
I'm not gonna rub my nose and shit. I get it in my eyes. Got shit eyes then.
You pretty much rub your nose and shit every time you fart.
That's not true.
That's how you get pink eye.
Yeah, that's how you get pink eye.
Yeah, well, I don't have pink eye, and I don't get pink eye.
I got pink eye last at the lake, and you were sleeping
Someone-
right next to me. So thank
Someone
you.
fart on your pillow?
I didn't get pink eye. So maybe my brown eye was in your fucking eye. I don't know. I
Staring
should have.
contest.
So you're going load.
Yeah, I mean that's not easy, but I'm like 60-40 on that,
All right,
no doubt.
I'm going shit.
I also had one more too. It's not really a gun to your head, but I kind of came up with it before we changed the gun to your head. So this will be the last would you rather gun to your head kind of combo. So someone comes up to you and they got 20 grand and they say you can have this 20 grand, but for the rest of your life, your favorite NFL team, all your favorite sports teams, they will never win a championship. No matter what. They will just not win a championship. And you can't bet on sports. Like, you can't be like, yo, if my team went to the championship, I know they're not going to win, so I'm going to bet all this money. Your favorite team's never going to win a championship no matter what. I mean, you can still watch them. You can still watch them win games. They can go 82-0 in the NBA season. They can go 16-0, win every game in the playoffs. They're never winning that championship. Or do you just you forego the 20 grand and be like, no, you just take your odds as it is. You go back to living your normal life as you are right now.
Well, considering both your teams are probably on that path as it is, I don't think you guys have anything to lose.
20 grand. I got 20 grand to lose.
Yeah,
Can I
so
give up sports for 20 grand? Well, I can still watch sports. I can.
You guys could take the 20 grand because your teams aren't going anywhere anyways.
Whoa,
That's
easy.
not necessarily true. I got hopes for at least. Actually, got hopes for like 3 of my teams.
I'd probably take the 20 grand and just be like, I like sports. I'm a players guy. I'd turn into a players guy where I'd follow players instead of team.
Yeah, so you're a sports guy. Maybe you even like root for other teams, but you still never have the same passion.
Right.
Like maybe
Which
the Mavericks
it would
never
hurt.
been, but you're kind of like an Embiid fan, so you'd like root for Embiid, but you'd never have that that passion that comes with having your actual team win. Like, I explain it as I didn't like. I only started rooting for Kentucky basketball back when John Wall started playing, and I have no like ties to them. I don't get overly excited. So when they won the championship a few years back with Anthony Davis, like I was like happy, but I wasn't like losing my mind or anything. I was like, yeah, and then that was it. Like it had no effect on me. But like when the Phillies won, when I was even younger, not much of a sports fan, I lost my mind, and I would lose my mind if the Sixers or Eagles ever won the championship. Nowadays, I think I would be blacked out for 2 days.
See, I'm all about my Dallas teams, no doubt, ride or die. But for the 20 grand, it's kind of like, well, like for example, I went to the Xfinity Center when Villanova won. Not a Villanova guy, but I mean, it was great just because the game was that good. Where I loved it. Like I was jumping up and down, high fiving randos.
Yeah.
No time.
I get that. I don't get really that excited about other teams. I mean, that's just me. That's just me though. Personally, I'm see 20 grand is 20 grand. But
Dude,
I'm probably
I don't know how you're not leaving the money on the table.
Yeah, I'm leaving it.
There's no greater feeling than following these teams through the shit years and then coming out on top. There's no greater feeling than that. Like Penn State, like this year was a roller coaster. And the shit years that we had, there was like no better feeling. There was no better feeling. And I can't leave that on the table. There's no way.
Penn State's going to be ranked number 3 going into this next year. So it's
not going to be that high. They'll be top
5.
3. No, USC got Bama. Clemson, that's top 3 right there. USC is going to be over Penn State.
I don't think 20 grand is worth the euphoria of your team finally winning. And I never had a team win, so
you have to ask yourself. If someone came up to you right now and it's like, what would you pay for your team to win the championship this year?
A lot.
So Max, someone comes up to you and says, "Yeah, well, Sixers win the championship. How much are you going to pay me this year?" Like, I guarantee you they win. What are you paying me?
Like to make it happen.
Yeah, to make it happen. Like, what's the highest you'd pay?
I don't know, dude.
Like, in the money that you have, not be like, dude, I pay anything. No, like, you look at your current bank account, what you got, what would you be willing to give up? To like,
I think I'd put a check on it.
I wouldn't go up anything.
What's that?
Are you talking about guaranteed win if I give this money?
Yeah,
I don't even want that. I want to root for him. I want the chance to lose.
No, I'm just saying, like, what's your dollar? Like, what's a championship worth to you in money value? You know what I mean? Do you know what I mean, Joe?
It's like,
you kind of get what I'm saying?
Bad question. So, I have no answer for it.
So I remember when the Mavs won a while ago. It was the best feeling, and like I wanted to spend the money on all the championship stuff. So, I mean, if I was guaranteed a Cowboys Super Bowl, which was close. I mean, I'd probably give $1,000 on it.
Yeah, that's kind of the number what I was at. Like, they're guaranteeing the Sixers are going to win this year. Like, they're like, well, you got to give me $1,500. I'd probably be like, fuck. Yeah, I'd probably do it just to have some of the excitement. I'd be so damn happy. They're like $5,000. I'm like, no.
I'll take my chance.
Yeah. But I would think like $1,500 is the highest I'd go. This is like that I could do reasonably without like looking like a total moron just for having a sports team win. That has no effect on my life except happiness. But happiness is key to life, so you never know. You get what I'm saying now, Matt?
Yeah, I get it.
Kind of dying on me here.
Yeah, I'm dying. Everybody's dying, bitch.
Everybody's dying. Matt, you had a brand new segment you wanted to introduce. Or at least a topic.
Here we go.
A question.
Let's keep this one quick. I'm running a little long here.
Nah, we're perfect, man.
All right. This one is called Are We Getting Old? It's pretty much like we're naming shit like that we did when we were younger and what now the new generation is doing.
Or like shit that makes you feel old now. Or like
you
don't get what's going on with the younger generation.
So I'll go first on this one. I mean, I'm 25, so let's put it back to middle school, right? Nowadays, everyone has iPhones, has their social media, everything. I miss the days where...
Grade schoolers have that.
Yeah, it's the note passing days, where it was exciting to get a note and all that. Like back in the day where you had to actually speak to people. You were actually social instead of being like, I like you, text, and be like, not talk to. It's like the first grade
Or
thing.
snapping a dick pic now.
Yeah, at 15.
Like check this bald bitch out. There you go. like the kids are probably like Snapchatting, like, yeah, look at me, you know, I got pubes, Johnny.
Check out my first chin hair.
I bet that's going on. I mean, I'm not tied into the elementary school, the middle school scene, as well as I should be, but
Hey, don't be that guy.
I've heard stories. You see stories on the news. You hear your kids talking. You know, we got plenty of whatever. We know everyone knows kids, and we heard some messed up stories. What I don't get, it seems like if all the kids nowadays, when you're like 13 years old, like it's like they're all every 13-year-old's having sex. It seems like, and every kid's like doing like sexual stuff. It's so young now. Like when I was like a senior, like even when I was like a senior, junior in high school, it was like you knew like the 10 people that had sex, and
right.
I wasn't unpopular. I wasn't popular, but like I feel like I was tied in. Like I feel like the number of people of my friends I knew that I could count on one hand that I knew had sex. I don't know. Right. That's just me.
And it's to the point where like holding hands was cool. Like as a sophomore, you're like, dude, I held her hand. That made it.
Yeah, that's middle school.
But for real, kids nowadays
now dick pic, the sixth grade.
That's holding hands. It's just a quick dick pic.
It pretty much is. The dick pic is the new holding hands.
But I mean, they're smoking pot at like 5th grade. I didn't even know what pot was. I thought cigarettes was drugs.
Yeah, exactly. It was. I mean, cigarettes were cool back in the day. Now cigarettes are not cool. It's all about dickies and vape pens and who's got this. I don't even know the most followers on Twitter and Instagram. It seems like
you guys got the literally chin hair. All of mine.
Yeah, well, these are pressing issues that we come to all of our minds. It's ridiculous how these little kids are acting nowadays, and they're all like have like secret codes for like different stuff now. Like, Matt, you want to top me off?
Yeah, dude, that's a good one.
The biggest issue is like
now for like a blowjob. Like, what if you go to Jersey? You can't use that term in Jersey because they come up to top you off all the time. They fill up your gas tank for you. Want me to top you off? $20. That's it. Give me.
Kids are looking like they're 25 at 13.
Yeah. Makeup.
I actually got a question. I actually have one here. All right, like the kids nowadays, they got the iPads and shit. They have all their games on there. Is there like such thing as like trading cards, like Pokemon, Yu-Gi-Oh?
Yeah.
I know like Go-Gos and shit and Pogs. Are those things anymore?
Pogs.
Dude, I was all about all of those.
I know.
I was about like Crazy Bones, Yu-Gi-Oh, and Pokemon, and
like
maybe a little bit. Well, the thing is, like Pokemon, and Yu-Gi-Oh, and Magic the Gathering, they're all on the tablet now, so you can just play it on the tablet.
Everything went electronic.
I'm talking about like physical, like the cards and like, you know what I'm saying?
I don't know
I don't even know if those exist anymore.
I remember.
You're right. I used to carry around a Yu-Gi-Oh deck all the time as a kid, even through middle school. I was like that kind of kid.
That's because you're a loser.
Nowadays, you never see that. You see it at the mall all the time. You never see that now. The only guys you see at like the comic book stores or the game stores are like old nerds, like that are our age, that are 25 years old. You know, we're obviously a lot more handsome and cooler than these guys because
I hate nerds.
Yeah,
fucking geeks.
Yeah, now pretty much you don't see younger kids in those stores at all anymore. It's all like nostalgic now. Like, oh shit, piece of paper worth $50.
Yeah, let's pull out the old board games. You know what I'm saying? Playing some Jenga, some Twister. Even though Twister could get out of hand with the younger crew nowadays.
Yeah, well, I know it's naked Twister, and they're all Snapchatting each other.
They're naked
shopping.
They're naked logs. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that's a good new segment. We just sounded really old right there.
That seems like the main discussion point, though. I mean, what else are we going to talk about? Yeah. What, that we can't hear and our knees hurt?
My back hurts a lot.
I got a bruise on my toe and I can't walk for a week.
Yeah, I used to get hurt, and it would hurt for like I had a serious injury back in the day. It hurt for 2 days. Now I've been going on 3 years of my knee fucking hurting.
I ate a triple cheeseburger from McDonald's and I gained 5 pounds.
Yeah, like I used to just be like, all right, I work out, then I'm gonna eat Chick-fil-A till I throw up. If I did that, I'd work out, eat Chick-fil-A, and gain 15 pounds.
I used to eat a whole pizza in a sitting, like a normal pizza from a pizza shop, not a small little Domino's, like a whole pizza. And then I just go around with my normal life. If I have like 6 slices of pizza nowadays, I'm in for the rest of the night because I can't move.
Yeah, and I've acid reflux, and I'm burping that shit up. I'm old now.
Yeah.
Big acid reflux, guys.
Yeah.
Big burp up guy.
Would you so if you could go back, would you rather be a teenager in now at times, or would you rather have the raising that you did? I mean, you probably would have got a lot. I mean, I remember back in the day, like if there one girl sent a nude out, that was like the whole school nude, and like everyone saw and everyone knew about it. Nowadays, probably that I bet you 60% of kids out there have nudes that in a high school, in a middle school too.
Yeah, they're like the Pokemon trading cards.
Yeah, that's exactly what it is. It's all and it's all like Snapchat screenshots. Yeah, we're really tied into the middle.
Yo, I'm still growing up how I did. I think this new generation they're pussies. So
They're whack.
I'm not a pussy.
Yeah.
So
yeah, they ruined their social. They're not going to be successful.
Can't talk to
when
anybody.
They're old. Exactly. They're doing this shit the entire time. This is bad radio.
Yeah.
I'm holding my phone up.
Joe's holding his phone. If we put a video up on YouTube or conversation,
we are.
It's a good segment. All right, I like it. Joe, that's the end of that segment. By the way, no, I don't. I'm dying here. Joe, you have a very exciting announcement for the podcast. Everyone, please tune in and listen to this part.
Yeah. So, talk to one of my buddies, if you can call him that, but huge guest for our next show. So
Maybe not the next show, but whenever we get a chance.
We're working with him, and I'm talking to him now. It's Primetime Junior. We got Deion Sanders Jr. coming on the podcast. He's going to talk about his brand that he's working with, about all the pro athletes, Deshaun Watson. They're all rocking his stuff. And we're just going to chop it up with him, see how his college career went, so on and so forth, and hopefully get Daddy on the phone.
Yeah, that'd be a real get for us, JoJo. But yeah, no, that's actually very impressive. That's a very exciting. We could definitely have to whip up some questions, do a lot of prep, the most prep we've ever done. Maybe keep it half and half, keep it half serious, a little light. Maybe not come in the nose, but
not going full shit face, but just a little bit of that.
Yeah,
just a little bit of shit, just a little poop.
I'm excited for that.
Yeah, just a little cum in the nose.
A little shit in the face, whatever.
All right. Any other closing remarks? I
have a closing remark.
I got the music started.
Hashtag raise the cat.
Yeah, Sixers. Boom. They're hot. They're exciting. I'm loving this NBA season. I love watching the Sixers.
Raise the cat.
Oh my God, it stinks. I probably got picked up on this mic. Joe, closing remarks.
Yogi Ferrell signed 10-day contract with the Mavs. We beat the Cavs, and we beat the Spurs. We're going to the playoffs.
I highly doubt that.
In the West,
hey,
you gotta be better than the Nuggets.
A guy can dream, right?
A guy can dream. Hey, Joe's got dreams. I got dreams.
Martin Luther King Jr. said that.
Fucking dead. That's the podcast. Not bad.